I've got a doctor's note. I am a cowboy after all. Thanks for joining us, guys. This is the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. I am Jay, joined by Faye and Troy, and we're here to talk about Tejas.
I'm not
What?
here to talk about your doctor's note.
No, don't worry about doctor's note. You sorted that out for me. Thanks, Faye.
I did, yeah.
We're here to talk about Texas, and more importantly, first of all, Supercard of Honor, and then AW All In, because there's little events in Texas this weekend. It looks pretty good.
Looks all right, doesn't it?
I'm quite excited, I'm not going to lie. So, Troy, you're going in completely blind. This is like how you usually do before like big AW shows. You just join one of these and we tell you what's
See
going
what
on.
happens.
See what happens. Get brought up to speed on everything that's going on and just again
Crash course.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. That's the best way sometimes.
Faye, you've not seen Dynamite, but otherwise you're completely up to date, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's not to worry about Dynamite at all. Don't worry about it. So we'll just quickly go through Supercard of Honor first, and we'll do our quick predictions. Won't go into too much detail because we're more here to talk about All In, but it's still a pretty spicy card. There's 5 title matches announced. I imagine they'll probably add a few other little odds and sods because that's what they usually do.
Yeah.
They've mentioned something about the women's TV title having an interim one crown because Red Velvet's hurt for a little bit.
Can I just say, I hate interim titles so
I don't
much.
mind it because it's kind of like what they do in like real sport.
I don't know. I'm on the fence. Like
I quite like it.
I get that. Like I suppose there should be a holder of every belt all the time, but equally, if you've got enough belts, it doesn't hurt to not have a holder of one.
Oh yeah.
Like in this instance, like every match is a title match.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily need to happen, but I guess depending on what the title is and the gravity and the weight of it, some maybe lend themselves more than others to having a holder or at least an interim.
I think it's more for if they think the injury is not going to be like a long-term injury, and then it's like a good. I think it's quite good in the creative sense where it allows you then to like obviously the most high-profile one was Mox with Punk, where as soon as Punk was back, it allowed us like that ready-made storyline to go into. So I do think it serves a purpose. I think if it's a longer term injury, then it's just stupid. Just strip the champion, have someone else win the belt.
Yeah.
But if it's like say she's out for 6 weeks, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go quickly through the card. So we've got for the Ring of Honor World TV title, Nick Wayne defending against Titan. This is a rematch from Best of the Super Juniors. It should be pretty spicy.
I love Nick Wayne.
I love both of them. Nick Wayne especially, though. He's been very good recently.
Yeah.
Had a very good run in Japan. Looking like the guy he's starting to look like the guy we were expecting him to be when he signed for AEW.
I loved all these people turning up as Christian during those matches in Japan. It was so fun.
He probably missed his father, to be fair.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm familiar with Nick Wayne's work. He's fantastic. I'm not so familiar with Titan.
So Titan was a member of LIJ. Now they've kind of disbanded because Naito and Bushi left Japan. Or New Japan, sorry. So he is from CMLL and New Japan. He's just a very good luchador. He's one of them. You'll go in unfamiliar with him. You'll leave a fan of him. He's one of those guys who's just that good. He's just really entertaining. Him and Nick Wayne did have a previous match in Best of the Super Juniors, and it was very fun. So I imagine it's probably just going to be picking up where they left off. Next up, we've got the tag team titles on the line. The Sons of Texas versus the Infantry. So the team of Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara defend the ROH tag titles versus Carly Bravo and Sean Dean.
Are we doing predictions for Supercard of Honor? Or are we just running through the card?
Yeah, we absolutely are. I completely forgot about that.
That's all right. First
I
match
think
then, Nick Wayne and Titan.
Nick Wayne's retaining 100%.
Nick Wayne, absolutely Nick Wayne.
Yeah, I'd go with that, I guess.
Yeah. And
but then again, right, we've had it where like they have just pulled the gun on like some,
especially with that belt.
Yeah.
they did do that like shock moment where Kyle Fletcher just dropped the belt out of nowhere. It was like what? So
yeah.
possibly.
I do like that about Ring of Honor. Like
Yeah, I do think there's going to be a surprise title change. I don't think it's going to be this one.
Yeah.
So,
oh really?
yeah, we'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, Ring of Honor World Tag Champions, Sons of Texas versus the Infantry. Um, I said this one isn't a shock, but I do think the Infantry should win this. I don't know if they will because it's in Texas and because they seem against the idea of Sammy and Dustin losing those belts ever. But
let alone in Texas.
Well, yeah,
not in Texas.
Let alone in Texas, there might be like an actual like international incident where people like get a bit upset. But yeah, I think Sons of Texas probably will retain, but I do think the Infantry should win.
Again, I'm familiar with Sons of Texas. I know both of them as singles wrestlers, and I've seen some of them as Sons of Texas. The name, like the Infantry, are familiar to me, but I don't know enough about them to know if they go into this as not necessarily favourites, but go into this potentially to walk out with the titles.
They're very popular on Ring of Honor, and they've had like really good matches.
Yeah, and they recently joined Shane Taylor Promotions, and Shane Taylor Promotions seem to be getting this like really big push in ROH. So it would absolutely make sense for the Infantry to.
I am gonna say they lose, and then I'm
win.
gonna say the Von Erichs come out at the end.
Well, they're trios tag champs with Dustin as well.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna say.
I feel like
I'm
we
gonna say
might
that
get something
happens.
set up for the Zero of all them maybe as a result of that.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That the Infantry win,
Mhm.
the Von
Okay.
Erichs come out, and then it sets up the trios match because Shane Taylor comes out as well.
Yeah. What about you, Troy?
Just gonna go with the Infantry. Why not?
Yeah.
I do think it's the team that should win. I don't know if they will win. That's the issue I've got, sadly.
Are you going with?
I'm going with Sons of Texas because they won them in Texas. I'd be surprised if they lost them in Texas.
Sad Sammy noises.
Sammy Guevara is also there.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got for the ROH Pure title, Lee Moriarty versus Bryan Danielson's favorite wrestler ever, Blue Panther. And it's Lee's winning this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Do you think Brian will come out and just fucking murder him just because?
So
I'd like that.
They did that Brian make the save in ROH a couple of weeks ago when they were trying to unmask Blue Panther. And then he came out and hit Shane Taylor with the running knee. And then this is what led to this match happening. So I do think we might get a Bryan Danielson appearance during this match, whether he's
Imagine, right, if fucking Bryan Danielson's return to wrestling is just in ROH and nothing else, like no AEW.
It would be the
like
most...
It's just ROH.
It would be the most fucking on-brand Bryan Danielson thing. Faye, what are you talking about?
It would be so good.
It would be the most, like, Bryan Danielson thing he could fucking do.
I'm just saying, Nigel and Braniel sitting in the room together,
Actually, the most Bryan Danielson thing he could do is if he come back as a luchador and just didn't like acknowledge that it was him, and just wrestled a completely like when he was like Infinito on AEW Dark for a couple of shows. He just did like random matches. Oh yeah, he did like a couple of random matches as a luchador in like on AEW Dark, and like
I'm gonna have to fucking go back and watch these.
It was clearly obvious it was Bryan Danielson. But he didn't wrestle anything like Bryan Danielson, but you could just tell by his hands.
Oh, right, okay.
That was the only part of his body you could see. But yeah, it was very
weird. It's a weird image.
It was very funny. He had like it was like a black and gold bodysuit with like the Infinity logo on it.
Oh, that's weird.
It was weird. But anyway, next
Bryan Danielson, Gimp Luchador, like fucking alter ego.
I mean, we can't confirm or deny it was definitely him. Because we didn't see his face, but
true.
Are we all going with Lee Moriarty on this one?
Yeah. I fucking love Lee Moriarty.
I feel like they're keeping that belt, like they're making him beat like a lot of big names and like legends in wrestling, which makes me think that there's something big coming for Lee. Whether that's Bryan Danielson, I don't know, but I mean, feels like that.
And then And then we can have Brian and Nigel again.
To be honest, I'd be happy if they just built it up to Lee Moriarty versus Zack Sabre Jr. for Forbidden Door. That would make me happy.
Oh, that'd be so good
Or
though.
for like the Rev Pro anniversary shows if they wanted to go down that road, or like Death Before Dishonor, like
Oh,
just Lee Moriarty having like bangers with like loads of really good technical guys. Um, yeah,
that'd be
I
good.
think he's gonna be holding that belt for a little while. Um, next up we have for the ROH World Championship Takeshita versus Bandido, which could steal the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
both good enough. I think Takeshita wins.
I think Takeshita murders Bandido and it gets a
E-
bit uncomfortable.
even
Like
even though he's like going to the G1, so it wouldn't make any sense. I think it would be cool if Takeshita just like did a fucking murder on Bandido and then took the belt with him to Japan.
I could get behind that.
And then you
When I
could
first saw this
set up,
graphic, straight away I thought Takeshita, to be fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could do the whole thing like where people are beating him in the G1 and then they're like,
Well,
I'm challenging you for your ROH belt. Like where they do that.
the
It'll be
main
a setup
thing
for Forbidden Door.
the main thing I've got is that they're teasing that Takeshita and Okada is happening sooner rather than later, so you can't really have Takeshita losing on the way to that, can you?
Mm.
Like
So
they
Takeshita wins the G1 then.
they've really well. I don't know if Takeshita wins the G1. He's my pick because I think it makes the most sense for Takeshita or Yota Tsuji to win it, but that's neither here nor there. It's in Japan. But yeah, I think because they've really started like teasing that Takeshita Okada match more now, and I think that that's kind of where they're going after this weekend. It makes sense if Takeshita wins and they give him a bit of like momentum to go into it. Don't necessarily think he even needs the belt. He could literally just drop it back to Bandido. I just think it's a good bit of
Yeah.
reminding everyone who the fuck Konosuke Takeshita is, because he feels like he's kind of been lost a little bit in the shuffle since he lost that air belt to Kenneth.
Yeah.
And finally, the main event, we can only assume, because it's in Texas, is Athena versus Thunder Rosa for the ROH Women's World Championship. It's Athena, isn't it?
Yeah. How long she had that belt now?
940 days.
She's the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion
She sure is.
by a long way now.
Yeah.
The
Beat Samoa Joe's, wasn't she?
Yeah, the longest reigning champion in ROH history. Full stop. Yeah.
Good for her.
I think they're gonna let her get to 1,000 days now because it's not far off. It's around Death Before Dishonor as well. In fact, I think Death Before Dishonor is literally like the Friday before she hits 1,000. So it would make sense if like she either loses it there or she gets to it and then loses it a final battle. So I don't see Athena losing.
No,
I also don't want Athena to lose to Thunder Rosa.
No,
I fucking love Athena.
It's Billy Starks or no one for me at this point because of the story they've told. Like you can't just throw Athena.
You can't tell a story over 1,000 days and then just go, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah,
like
yeah, but yeah, that's ROH. I'd say you're Athena too, Troy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never bet against the forever champ. That's ROH Supercard of Honor. I'm very much looking forward to that. That's on Friday night, so when this goes out tonight, on Honor Club. Yeah, and they usually just throw a couple of random ass matches in there like last minute.
They're all so good though. Like ROH does this. They go, they just like Athena does the God's work on Athena and Lee Moriarty do God's work on the fucking TV things, but like not really like a lot happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless they have a random thing where they just fucking throw a Hechicero on there.
Like they are tonight.
Yeah.
They're just throwing Hechicero versus Atlantis Jr. on tonight. It's like, okay.
It's just insane.
Yeah.
But then they bring out like pay-per-views and it's like, oh shit. These are so fucking good and you can't miss them.
Yeah, it's like they'll announce these 5 matches and then they'll probably just throw like matches that could be TV matches on if they were putting effort into the TV more, but like there was one I can't remember if it was the last one or the one before, but it was like they just put on as like the opening match AR Fox versus Shane Taylor. It was fucking brilliant. It was like, oh yeah, okay, we're just doing this. So
yeah.
I'm excited. That thing, as I say, there's a lot of people there who were missing from announced matches. So I wouldn't be surprised if a few things were announced.
An
To,
obligatory Colt Cabana cameo on a like 0 hour. That's
I
usually what happens.
Yeah, I mean they've been teasing stuff with the Dark Order and the Frat House. GYV pop up there every now and again. They're not doing anything this weekend. I think there's plenty of surprises they've probably got in store.
Dark Order versus Griff Garrison.
Who the fuck's Griff Garrison? Um, but yeah, let's go into the big one of the weekend, which is All In, because oh boy.
I'm so
Um,
normal, guys. Just so normal.
so first of
Fine.
all, we'll talk about rumor and innuendo, which is the Big Boom AJ has from the Costco guys has called out the Don Callis family. So I can only assume we're getting some kind of a trios match or a singles match. He didn't. He specifically name dropped Roppongi Vice, Lance Archer, Hechicero, and Josh Alexander. So,
He just wants to die. He just wants to leave his
oh,
children.
I, I
Like,
I think this is the time where the Rizzler runs the blade.
how
I think the time's come.
old's the Rizzler? Isn't he like
So
12?
probably I don't know. He, the Rizzler's like a timeless entity. He's like some kind of like a time lord or something.
Oh
Um,
God.
but yeah, obviously Big Boom AJ's winning it because he always fucking wins. But it's always fun. And his little promo he did was very nice, where he just went into full worker mode where he called them out and then he just ran down the car. He's like, "This is where you're gonna watch it, guys!" And TikTok probably blew up for a couple of hours, and then he
It
went to
does, yeah.
Costco, and
It's so good.
then he went to Costco, probably ate a load of fucking cookies and had a really nice time. Um, but yeah, to be fair, I was not against it, but I was a bit like, "Ugh, what's this shit?" when he first like got announced. But now, whenever he does get announced, because his last two matches were both very enjoyable, I'm like, okay, this will be fun.
And
The,
remember when like he broke his leg and wrestled, broke his foot and wrestled anyway?
broke his foot and had a like fairly fun match with QT Marshall, which are
Yeah.
words I didn't think would ever come out of my mouth.
Hang on, just called a match featuring QT Marshall fun.
Yeah,
What
it was
happened
all,
to you? Where's
it was
Jay? What have you done with him?
it was all because of the antics.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
QT Marshall took a spear off a 14-year-old and it looked better than fucking Jey Uso's spear. So what can I say? I've got to give credit where credit's due.
Oh man.
But yeah, the MXM match they had
That was so good. I really enjoyed
was
that.
very entertaining. I'm intrigued to see what they do with the Don Callis family, considering how strongly they're being booked at the moment, and also like being booked like an actual murderer's row.
What if Don Callis just stabs a Costco guy with a fucking screwdriver? What if he just does that? Like, just.
What stabs Big Justice with a screwdriver?
Yeah.
I could see like Don Callis taking a bump for one of the kids, to be honest. Just
As long
because,
as he doesn't end up with another fucking scar.
well, yeah, as long as he doesn't end up with his face like hanging off like he did after Mox punched him that time. Um, but yeah,
Have you seen the scar on his forehead, Troy?
I have.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he
It's
definitely
so
puts
rank.
makeup on that. To be
Yeah.
fair. Looks like he gets like a fucking red Sharpie and just goes up and down on it. But yeah, that's all. It's kind of been teased for 0 hour. I reckon there'll probably be some other like probably multi-person
They
matches.
always do, don't they?
Yeah, the one thing that will come out of Dynamite last night was that they're kind of teasing that they might do FTR Outrunners too, which I'd be okay with, especially if it had like a stipulation on it.
Mhm.
Because they had a fucking great match on Collision last week.
Yeah, they did.
And also because FTR don't have anything to do because Father said no. Um,
And
but
that's how we like it.
yeah,
Just keep it there. It's fine.
I don't know. I think FTR's heels are doing the Lord's work at the moment.
Yeah,
So
I know. Well, I still
let's
don't like them, which I
let's
suppose is the point.
yeah, let's go into the main card anyway. So first of all, we've got for the AW World Tag Team titles, the Hurt Syndicate defending against the teams of Jet Speed, which is Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey, and the Patriarchy, which is Father and Nick Wayne. I think the Patriarchy might win this, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that the Patriarchy have been added into this is like a make good of like, oh yeah, we can get the belts off the Hurt Syndicate without them looking like weak because there's a third team in there, and Christian can just shit out his way into winning the match. Which, I mean, that's what Christian does.
What if Edge
How
is like under the ring like Hangman was?
I think he's coming back in the gauntlet.
Yeah.
How long have the Hurt Syndicate had the tag titles for?
They
at this
won
point?
them at, I believe it was Revolution. No,
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was on a Dynamite, wasn't it?
it was near Revolution though, wasn't it? It was like, wasn't it
It
like the one
was.
after or
I
like
think
two
it.
ones after?
I think it was in December. You know,
Was it?
I think it was like between World's End and Revolution at some point on a Dynamite, if I remember rightly. They've had them for a decent amount of time. They've not done a ton with them, to be fair. They've had some good matches, but I do think that the belts kind of need new champions, whereas the Hurt Syndicate don't necessarily need the belts at this point. Just
Hmm.
because they're not against the Hurt Syndicate, but they're just too much of like an unstoppable team to really to really kind of like make all the teams look good around them because they're just like a pair of killers. So it's very hard to kind of let other teams develop in that space when you've got like this team who are just so fucking dominant.
They've had the tag titles since January the 22nd, and they
There we
won it
go.
on an episode of Dynamite in Knoxville, Tennessee. They defeated Private Party.
And
That
we
was so
never saw
sad.
Private Party again.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah, I think because they've beaten Top Flight, haven't they? They've beaten Outrunners, they've beaten the only team they haven't beaten is Jet Speed and the Patriarchy. And
and the
they're
Bucks.
well, yeah, the Bucks won't go near them. Bucks are cowards. Um
Bucks are busy.
they they are a little bit busy. Also, I think it makes sense to get them off the Hurt Syndicate to then probably hotshot them onto someone else so they can then split up Christian and Nick Wayne, which is what they seem to be teasing towards anyway.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think it's annoying because I would have probably said Jet Speed if it was just a one-on-one match anyway,
I
because I
love
feel
Jet
like
Speed.
yeah, everyone loves Jet Speed. They're just the best fucking team ever.
So
Um,
good.
they're just very entertaining, and for a team that have only been tagging together for what like 2 months ish,
Hmm.
they look like they've been tagging together for years. They just got really good chemistry together. I do think they'll probably end up winning the belts at some
Hmm.
point, but I think whoever wins the belts here will probably drop them to, I
Edge and
imagine.
Christian.
I was going to say the Young Bucks
Oh, the Young Bucks, and then we do the Young Bucks versus
versus Edge and Christian, probably. Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, but
I love a
like,
Young Bucks tag run. I know no one else does, but I do.
I don't mind them if they're like not too long, but I don't know.
I don't mind them if we don't have FTR anywhere near them.
I mean
Like,
that too.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm gonna say the patriarchy for this. Who you got, Faye?
yeah, same.
What about you,
And
Troy?
again, I would have gone with Jet Speed
Yeah,
had it not been. Well, actually, no, tell lie. I'd have probably gone with the Hurt Syndicate because they felt like killers. But my heart would have wanted Jet Speed.
that that segment they did where it was just a Hurt Syndicate going back to the ring and killing Jet Speed for about five
Yeah,
minutes to the point where it was uncomfortable, and it was like, yeah, they've made these guys like fucking the top babyface tag team in the company. They have to win now.
yeah. But yeah, it's absolutely father, isn't it?
It's gotta be.
Like,
It's gotta
Nah,
be.
bollocks here. I'm going to go curveball. I'm going to say Jet Speed. Why not?
Do it. Do
ah,
it.
Why
manifest, Troy, manifest.
not?
Watch Troy put egg on our fucking face when Speedball Mike Bailey's got his fucking Balatro belt.
It's gonna
Um,
be like that time that fucking Tasty rolled all the dice and got them
and
all
got
right.
everything right.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah. Um, yeah. To be honest, as bad as this sounds, as long as the Hurt Syndicate don't win, just because I think that
yeah.
they've kind of run their course as champs.
They just need to hurry up and murder MJF
Yeah,
so he never
ab
goes, so he just
absolutely.
goes away.
Absolutely. Next up, let's speak about that match, actually, the men's casino gauntlet. So all we know so far is that 1 and 2 are Mark Briscoe and MJF. And then other than that, the only other names that have been announced for it so far are Mystico, Konosuke Takeshita, Ricochet, Bandido, and Brody King. Everyone else is a big old surprise. I think there's going to be quite a few of them in this match.
Jack Perry.
Oh wait,
No,
well maybe. I was thinking more Jay White, Eddie Kingston.
I was thinking Jay White earlier on, but
Uh,
I'd just
I,
like
I
a Jack Perry return.
I reckon Darby and Cope probably come back in this match. I've got a feeling every every other person who comes out between like these guys are going to be returns.
Hmm. Yeah.
The main story going into this is obviously MJF had like the little mini feud with Mystico. Seemed to be teasing that they're gonna have a rematch at Forbidden Door. Um, and MJF's having like a little bit of a mini feud with Mark Briscoe at the moment. They did a fucking excellent like
Oh, it was
uh,
good, wasn't it?
promo on Dynamite this week where MJF was just said some really horrible things to Mark Briscoe about Jay, which Mark was like, "Go on, I've ready myself." And then he went for the Jay Driller, hits and they couldn't make the save, and it's like when he finally hits that fucking Jay Driller on MJF, it's gonna hit like crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like when Osprey hit the fucking the Tiger Driver on MJF at All In last year, and
Oh,
everyone's
that
like,
was so good,
"Yeah,
though.
kill him!"
I love that.
Yeah, MJF's gonna take a grotty bump on his neck again, and everyone's gonna love it.
And he's
Um,
going to go away for a bit. Yeah, good.
well, no, because I think
I don't like him at all.
I think MJF's probably winning this match. Sadly,
Really?
yeah, the
I know
build
why as well, and I
they've
don't
been
want to
building
see
it for
it. I
too long.
don't want it to happen.
Yeah,
I don't want it to happen. I don't like it. Okay? No.
it's just probably what's gonna happen, Faye.
I don't want it
It,
to.
in my heart, I want it to be Mark Briscoe more than anything. Like more than anything, if I had to pick with my heart, it would be Mark Briscoe or Brody King. But my head's probably saying it's MJF because it's just the way they
It's
built
so
this match around
gross,
him.
though. Does he get a
Yeah,
chip to cash in?
he gets like the contract like father had.
Oh, okay.
So you don't see it being any of the many, many, many surprises
I
or
mean,
potential
there's a
surprises.
lot of people who hate MJF in this match. Like we've got Briscoe, we've got Mystico, Brody King's had a few run-ins with him in the last couple of weeks. Um, there is also like the possibility of returns like Eddie Kingston and who obviously hates him with all his heart. Um, and Darby Allin who hates him as well. So there's a lot of people could who could like stop him from winning it. I think if I think MJF from like the fact that they're kind of using it as like a good plot device for like a heel to just cash in a world title match. MJF is the most logical choice for it if they want to go down that road. Although now I'm saying that I'm seeing Ricochet's name there, and that would be a really good thing. Like Ricochet would also be a very good pick for that, like kind of a thing. Um, but it is a very hard one to call. I'm just thinking logically, it's probably MJF,
Who won the last one? Was it Christian?
Christian.
Did they go back to back like heel winners?
Well, because they do like
Christian's
it,
cash in wasn't successful either.
so
Ah,
the thing is with that is that like they've done a women's one since and Tony Storm won as a babyface. That so it wouldn't necessarily be back to back winners. And then other ones that like they've had Osprey win one. Was it two or one?
Two, wasn't
Two,
it?
wasn't it? Yeah. So they've only actually had one heel win it ever.
okay.
So it is like again, it's a really hard one to kind of
Hmm.
call because of it's such a chaotic match as well.
I suppose
You know
like
what I do
there's so
enjoy?
many wild cards and virtually no one announced for it. It is
Mm,
hard.
yeah.
What I do love about it though is that there's so many people in there that also feed into the title picture in one way or another as
Mm,
well. Like fucking Jay White is Hangman's white whale.
yeah.
Hangman can't beat Jay White. Like he's never done it.
There's
It's
no, yeah, he has done it now, hasn't he?
not clean.
Oh, I'm not clean. Did he do it by? Oh, yeah, he did it because fucking father helped him.
Jay
Yeah.
White's the only person that neither Mox
Well,
or Hangman have beat.
MJF's got the whole thing where he calls Moxley Dictator John, and then he's still got that beef with Hangman from the feud earlier in the year as well, which is why
Yeah.
he's got like a viable claim to both guys in the title match. Out of everybody in that match, he's probably got the most viable claim.
If Eddie
Annoyingly,
Kingston wins it, Hangman isn't winning that belt.
no, no, he isn't.
If Eddie Kingston wins the
But
gauntlet,
also,
Hangman isn't winning the belt.
if Eddie Kingston wins it, I want him to come out after the Texas Death
And
Match
just
and
and cash in immediately.
just back fist to the future, John Moxley, so he turns time back and we forget the last 9 months ever happened. And we just don't acknowledge it. But no, I'm sticking with my guns. I think MJF. Who have you got,
I
Faye?
don't want it to happen. I don't know. I'm having a crisis.
All right, well, Troy, who have you got? We'll go back to Faye.
Fuck knows. I'm not
Well,
going to say MJF. It's going to be
who would you like to see win, and who do you think's going to win?
literally anyone but MJF.
Yeah, same.
Mark Briscoe would be nice. Eddie Kingston would be nice. Who else did you mention? Brody King would be nice.
I think Ricochet is the real dark horse winner for this match. Now I'm looking at it because they've been kind of like bubbling it under for a while that like he needs kind of like something that's gonna like just get him to shit out his way back into the main event picture, and that's like the exact thing he could really benefit from. So there is that.
Has he been in a world title picture before?
He was involved in a #1 contenders match at Revolution against Swerve, which he lost.
Right.
And he was like he was Mox's first title defense as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like when Mox.
And he's done like a few bits with like he got like to the semis of the C2. He's basically he's been around the main event picture essentially. Like he's always been sort of like floating around there. Done like a few bits with Kenny Omega, hasn't he, earlier in the year as well. So
fuck it, Nigel McGuinness.
Okay.
That's what I'm putting, yeah.
Nigel doesn't have a reason to. Fucking Danielson's retired.
Yeah, exactly. But like he's never like got back Mox for like retiring him in such a brutal way.
That is true.
Fuck it. Nigel McGuinness.
They did tease Nigel and Mox at one point.
And he almost won the last one.
I'm gonna go Eddie Kingston. Why not? Fuck it.
Okay. I'm sorry that I've probably willed MJF winning it into existence there then.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm so mad.
So let's not go to the women's one yet because I think there's a more compelling matches. Let's do the tag team title match and then we'll do the women's casino gauntlet.
We've done the tag team title match.
Sorry, not the tag team title match, the other tag team match.
The better one.
The one that's going to be really good, which is Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks, with both of them kind of putting something up. So if the Young Bucks lose, they will not be EVPs of the company anymore. And if Swerve and Ospreay lose, they will not be able to challenge for the world title for 12 months. And I'm just going to say it, Bucks are winning this every fucking day of the week.
Oh, man. I mean, Swerve's been around the title picture for a while. I don't think it'd hurt for him to go after something else for a year.
I think my reason behind
this is just murdering Will Ospreay for a year straight. Just fucking up everything.
That I would very much enjoy.
Yeah.
But I think as well, Swerve's character as a babyface is like kind of I wouldn't say it's stagnated because I don't think it has. I just think he's
I love a mean Swerve though.
That's what I mean. So since the cage match with Hangman last year, it does feel like by design Swerve's lost a little bit of his edge. And that's why he couldn't get the job done against Mox. He had like he obviously like he's shown a bit more of a mean streak in Anarchy in the Arena, but obviously he was driven because he had revenge on his mind. Now let me build your world, because Swerve was fucking really against this idea when Ospreay said it. Like he looked like he was gonna kill that man. Now let me build your world where Swerve loses the ability to challenge for the belt for a year and Hangman wins the world title. He'll go fucking insane. that man will kill the person who takes that away from him.
If he could murder MJF for me, that would be great.
Oh, I meant Will Ospreay, who took the chance for him to take the belt of Hangman away from him.
No, I just meant like he should murder whoever takes it off Hangman.
Also, and I'm sure this is completely unrelated, Faye, on Dynamite this week, Swerve destroyed the Young Bucks limo and literally quoted the promo Hangman did when he burned Swerve's house down. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Did you see did you see what Mox put up on Twitter as well?
Oh yeah, I sure did.
Oh my God. Well,
So
some Mox was in an interview and he was like, I thought it was really cool when Hangman Page burnt Swerve's house down and Swerve retweeted it, which was like, what the fuck?
yeah, Swerve, Swerve's definitely like going to lose his mind a bit if he like lose if that all happens, which is what I
But
think is the most compelling thing that can happen.
I
but
think.
also God.
Go on, no, go on, Faye.
But also if the Bucks lose and then they have to make their money back by restarting BCA, I'd be okay with that too.
Yeah, but also I think the main thing to focus on is that how do you hold off Will Ospreay being able to win the belt for a year so they can do that big moment at All In
At
next year?
Wembley,
That's
yeah.
that's exactly what I was about to say.
Like
I think the
that's
reason for them losing is he's going to find his way back into the title picture, and the
yeah.
coronation of that will be all in the UK next year.
I think the way this goes is that Swerve and Ospreay have like a big feud for the next like couple of months coming off the back of this. Um,
Swerve
they'll
goes and blows up a Nando's. It's
I,
fine.
Swerve just burns down a Nando's. Um, no, I think that it will make a lot of sense for these two to be the final of the Owen next year, which would be the around this time next year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like by design they're doing it that way, which is really fucking clever.
hmm
If that's what they do. But I think that makes the most sense, and I also think the Young Bucks, like, like that the whole thing as a heel is that they are in that position of power and they exploit that position of power so well.
Yeah.
Like you take that away, then they,
Mm.
they've not got nearly as much of
They're
like the
extremely violent people, Jay.
yeah, but they've not done that recently. They've been shitbags who've been like lawyering up and hiding in their office and shredding papers
Yeah, yeah.
and doing business mergers with fucking people who are going to destroy the company. So yeah,
Extremely violent people.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, I think the Young Bucks win this.
So
Maybe,
do
but
I.
maybe by a scapegoat return.
Oh, yes.
We all on
You got
that? We all
we
got
all
the
got
Yeah.
Bucks.
Bucks. Cool.
I can't vote against my boys.
I mean, well, next up we've got for the trios titles, the Ops, the team of Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata versus the Death Riders, the team of Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Gabe Kidd. I think the
I
Ops
hate
just
that
win
it's
this.
not yeah, because I hate that it's not Josh Barnett.
I could have told you it was going to be Gabe Kidd like weeks ago.
I know, but let me dream.
they've,
Let me have this, please.
they've been teasing it since like Double or Nothing fight.
I
Um,
know.
so yeah, rematch from when the Ops won the trios titles. Honestly, this is one of the hardest matches on the card for me to call. But I think the Ops. But then obviously there's the possibility the Hook could come and cost them. Um,
And then we get Eddie Kingston in the ops instead.
I mean, I could see Eddie Kingston. I could see Edward in the Ops. Um, but yeah, I just think the Ops retain. I just think it's a good way to neutralize the rest of the Death Riders before the main event as
Yeah.
well.
And you're gonna fucking have to.
Yeah. Um, what do you guys think?
Uh, who's in the other trio? Sorry, Gabe Kidd.
Claudio.
So Gabe Kidd, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta.
Oh. The Ops.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say the Death Riders.
I mean, Samoa Joe did like the walk away from the moonsault twice on Wheeler Yuta, so he can read that man like a book.
Wheeler Yuta can't fucking see me.
What
Like
one?
it's fine.
This is a big
What?
old fringe.
Yeah.
So on Dynamite, Wheeler Yuta got lost doing his entrance because he couldn't see where he had to turn up. And then yeah,
Fucking handbad dog.
one of the dives that he did, Samoa Joe just walked out the way and then just looked up and turned around, saw him on the floor, was like, "Oh!" And everyone was like cheering. It was fucking great. But yeah, I think the Ops probably win this quite comfortably. So let's go back to the Casino Gauntlet because I want to kind of space them out. We've got the women's Casino Gauntlet match. We only have two confirmed people, but there's a couple of names that have kind of been floating around. So 1 and 2 are going to be Chris Statlander and Megan Bayne. I think it's very safe to say that we're also going to have Willow Nightingale in it.
Marina.
Probably Athena. I don't know about Marina. Um, I
I would like
think
her to be in it,
I
just for
think
me.
I think Thunder Rosa will probably be in it. Tekla and Queen Aminata are probably more likely not than not in it.
Is Jamie Hayter like out?
He's out for the time being. They haven't got a
God
time
damn
frame
it.
on it.
Julia Hart then, maybe.
Probably, yeah. I'm trying to think who's
Um,
been in that. Like they've done like a couple of like eight
just get
women.
fucking Rio in with a pipe. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Or
Um,
has she to return?
Shida is not in the US at the moment. I don't think.
She's still having those
The the
visa
one the
issues.
one that the one that seems to be like kind of like will she won't she is Britt Baker,
That's what I
which
was just about to ask. Yeah,
no who knows
up
who
in the air.
knows
Yeah.
fuck no it wouldn't surprise me if she
Mm,
did
mm.
and then we didn't see her again for like fucking months, but who knows. Probably because of all the like asking for a release stuff now, they'll probably just throw her in there
Mm.
just to go look she's fine.
Oh
um,
yeah, sure, yeah, so
I'm
fine.
trying to think who else like the one that I thought probably Mina will probably be in it.
Yeah,
The one that I thought that might be a surprise is the former Dakota Kai. I don't know what she's going as name wise at the moment, but I know her and Isla Dawn are two people who AW seem really interested in, and they've both been like linked, so I could see them being surprise debuts.
I'd like that.
but
I like that a
let's put
Um,
lot.
Lulu Pencil in there. That'd be nice, just for me.
Lulu Pence. But yeah, I'm out of everyone who's kind of involved. See, I was gonna say Stat because I think that makes a lot of sense, but also I think because they're kind of like teasing that she's gonna turn heel, maybe they do a face for this one. So I'm gonna say Willow, just because that's what I want.
Give me what I want.
Yeah, I'd like Willow. I just want another belt on Willow, to be
I
honest.
I think it makes a lot more sense that it's Chris Statlander at this point because of the whole thing with Willow. Like they could kind of like cement it, sort of like turn and heel.
Ideal world. Willow wins it. Brody King wins a belt and Willow cashes in. That's
I
that's that's the ideal world right there.
I mean that is the dream. That is the dream match we all strive for is
Yeah.
Brody King versus Willow Nightingale. In the ultimate hoss fight.
Troy, have you been seeing some of the bumps that the girls have been fucking
I have.
taking? Like
I have.
Yeah.
Hangman like fucking murdered Marina. It was yeah.
That that Death Rider that mocks it to Willow fucking haunts me. Close my eyes and I see it and I just worry for
I've
her.
never been so happy though, you know, when you watch it and you're like, oh no, but also yes, so
I mean,
good.
so one thing they did tease as well as like women's tag titles, which I hope they get announced on this show. That'll be something that would make me happy. Is potentially doing mixed tag titles.
Oh
Mm.
yes.
So that'll be something cool as well. But yeah, I think with the women's one, there's a lot more like in. Oh, I'd say there's a lot more in. Oh shit! Who's the other person who's just left
Ty
Stardom?
J?
Yeah, they'll probably be in it. No, Shuri, she's just left Stardom, hasn't she?
Yeah.
To go on excursion. So I reckon she might be a surprise, and then just like break some fucking skulls in that match, and probably not win it,
Mm.
but just look awesome.
Have a good
Um,
showing.
yeah, I think there's a lot more like intrigue for me with the women's one purely because we know like very few people who are definitely going to be in it.
The
Mm.
stardom potential is like massive as well, like to lead up to Forbidden Door as
And
well.
that's not even taking into account like the CMLL. Like
Yeah.
there's loads of women from CMLL who didn't really get
Who
much
was
of a
it that had that banger at Wrestle Kingdom from CMLL? She was in that.
was it Persephone?
Yes.
She had a match on a ROH a couple of weeks ago as well against I think it was Deonna Purrazzo.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, Deonna, we've not seen her fucking well.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And Ty as Ty Valkyrie as well.
Mm, yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of like surprises. I'm gonna go with my heart on this one and say Willow because I had to pick MJF for the last one.
That's good of you.
Yeah, let's all manifest a Willow win.
Let's all
Yeah.
manifest Willow.
Yeah.
It's the best. But I will say it's probably gonna be Stat. I feel it in my bones. It's probably gonna be Stat. Next up, in what might be the shortest match of the night, I think, for the TNT title, Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher.
I think
And
Kyle Fletcher's gonna murder
I
Chugs
think Kyle Fletcher's going to commit an actual murder
because
because
he fucking killed Daniel
he did.
Garcia on
He
Collision.
should be in jail for what he did to Daniel Garcia.
Oh my God, it was so
Um,
uncomfortable. That bump on the ring apron was upsetting.
so basically, Troy, Kyle Fletcher and Adam Cole had a title match that went to a double DQ about 2 months ago, was it?
Mhm.
About 6 weeks
Yeah.
ago. And like basically they've been kind of teasing for ages now that Kyle would have won it if it wasn't for people getting involved. And Cole was like about to hit the last shot when it happened. So he was like, "Well, I was literally about to hit my finisher." Um, Daniel Garcia, the ex-champion, has been kind of like floating around the picture with Adam Cole.
With the sad puppy eyes.
Yeah, trying to get like a rematch, and Adam Cole's just having none of it. Um,
He's
and then
trying to be so nice about it though.
yeah, and then Kyle Fletcher was like, "I should be the champion. I'm gonna kill you." And then they did a number one contendership match on Collision, and Kyle Fletcher just did actual murder to Daniel Garcia.
Oh, it was so
Like
concerning.
he fucking lawn darted them into like the barrier and like bust them open. He did like some grotty fucking apron power bomb onto him.
It was
But
horrible.
the way he does it is it looks like it looks safe enough because it was based off a botch in the Adam Cole match where he genuinely like missed the fucking apron and like Adam Cole like clipped his head on the apron.
Yeah.
And it looked horrible. Whereas now he does it where it's like the shoulders just graze it, but it looks like the same
It's
thing.
enough for it to look
Yeah,
nasty. Yeah.
it looked horrifying,
It
and
upset Matthew so much that he didn't watch anything after that. Like we were watching it and he was like, I don't like this and left.
I think Kyle Fletcher's at that point where he needs to just kill Adam Cole, like 4 minutes tops.
I think Adam Cole needs to come back as a fucking piece of shit.
Adam Cole's been too nice since he come back, and
I don't like it.
he needs to be a bastard man again.
That's because that's what he is. I'm sorry, right? But Chugs and Adam Cole are not the same
They're
people.
like Jekyll and
Adam
Hyde. Yeah,
Cole's fucking horrible. I don't
he's
care how nice
he's
he's
a fucking
pretending to
dirtbag.
be.
Yeah,
Horrible.
yeah.
Chugs is a sweet baby man.
Adam
And
Cole's a
Adam
bastard.
Cole is horrible.
Yeah.
They're not the same person.
But yeah, I think I'm really torn on this because I do think that there's an outside chance Cole could retain, but I think Kyle Fletcher should win it.
hmm
And I think Kyle Fletcher's been like on an absolute fucking tear this year.
The Don
Like
Callis family need to win a lot of gold, basically.
Kyle Fletcher for me is pretty much like front runner for breakout star this year because like he's just not had bad matches. He's looked incredible. He's had he's had good matches with like guys who are smaller than him. He's had good matches with the guys like Osprey who can fly. He's had good matches with fucking Brody King where it's just a
Yeah.
house fight. Like he brings so much to the table. Like I said this months ago to Tasty, but I think by the start of 2027, if he's not won the world title, he'll be in the argument for like the title picture.
hmm
He's that good, and he's ready. He's pretty much ready to go now.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of like what his sort of like crowning moment's going to be to get him to that next level. So for me, it's got to be Kyle Fletcher.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
against the grain. Fuck it. Adam Cole. See him
Bye
come
bye.
out and just be a bastard man.
Mm.
I think Carl Fletcher deserves it. Of the
Kyle
bits and
Fletcher's
pieces I've seen of
unreal.
him over the last 6 to 8 months, he's fucking outstanding. And it wouldn't surprise me if he did win this because on paper it makes sense. I do want to see Adam Cole just be a bit more of a prick and retain here.
Imagine if this is what does it. They're just in the middle of the match. He's like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to show you who I
Snaps.
am. Yeah.
I think that's why he should like what should happen when he loses, though. But
That's what makes him snap.
also, I think that they're probably like we're probably heading to blood and guts. It's going to be the Don Callis family versus like Paragon and friends, aren't we? So
Mm.
I think that this is probably what kind of like sets up blood and guts by Kyle winning.
Paragon agglomeration, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Mark Briscoe's been fucking around with them, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's still best friends with Kyle, even though like they were fighting.
Yeah.
He's been Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe have still been like best mates throughout all of it, and it's been so sweet.
And also imagine Ishii in Blood and Guts.
Oh,
You just walk through the
people,
fucking cage.
just people bouncing off Ishii while he just stands there in the middle, just moving just oscillating gently.
That'd be so good.
Like a fan.
Yeah, just like a tower fan in the middle, just chopping people. But, but yeah, I think Fletcher has to win this. He has to. Right now we've got the 3 hardest matches on the card to call, maybe. So let's go for the title versus title, the unification match, the fucking match that will probably be the match of the weekend, if I'm being honest.
Send me into the stratosphere. I'm just gonna cease to exist.
The match that we didn't think we'd get because of everything leading up to it the last 2 years. For the AEW Unified title to combine the AEW Continental title and the AEW International Championship, Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada 5. Oh boy. I think Meltz's going to run out of stars for this match.
It's not in the Tokyo Dome, so it can only get a maximum of 5.
I don't know, because the thing is, Kenny's working such a restricted schedule at the moment that he's able to go into these matches and just have fucking just unleash, just have prime Kenny Omega matches.
Yeah.
Okada on pay-per-view is you see Okada coasting through a fucking 10-15 minute match on telly, and it's always really good, but then it's just
there's a couple more gears he can go into.
Yeah. Imagine if they give Okada another 15 minutes here, it would be fucking insane. You just gotta look at the match he had with Ospreay at the start of the year or the end of last year.
Ibushi?
He had that match with Ibushi on Dynamite 300.
It was so good. It
was insane. And that was only a 20-minute match. That was like a G1 Okada match. I think they're probably going to give them close to an hour with this match.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
With the Texas Death Match as well, which is probably going to be 40, 45 minutes.
100%.
Fair enough. 100%. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't deserve it. It's just
I think because basically, if you look at all the previous Okada Omega matches, so first one went an hour, the second one went an hour, third one was 27 minutes, but it had a 30-minute time limit, and the one after was an hour and a half.
Have they all been main events?
Yeah, but
is this main event?
I think the difference is though that this is being treated as a triple main event. So I think out of the 3 big matches, one's probably going to open the show, which could be this. It could be Tony Mercedes.
Imagine if they just fucking here you go.
Threw this on as an opener.
I personally think it'll be Tony Mercedes opens because it's it's a massive match to open the show with.
And it's a fun match.
Yeah.
And it's a fun match, yeah. But I just think because the way they've kind of built these 3 matches as main event matches or main event level matches, they'll have one at the start, one in the middle, one at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because it's Texas Death, that's probably most likely to close the show. Let's be honest.
So sandwich this in and give it an hour.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for any match that has to follow this, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think the TNT title match is going to go short. I think the tag title match goes on before this. TNT title match is just a quick squash match at you after, because they can have a good enough match that the crowd will be into it still.
And you can take the Young Bucks out of the equation for ruining it for Kenny as well.
Yeah, because that will have already happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to call this though.
Kenny Omega loves to lose.
He does. Okada's only lost 1 match in AEW.
Did you say Kenny's on a kind of a bit more of a not part-time schedule, but certainly less frequent?
Yeah, so they did an injury angle to take Kenny off TV.
Yeah.
Jam mouth.
When he ate too much pie and he was doing a sit down in front. And that's it's basically Kenny kind of knows he's not got long left in his wrestling
said
career.
that, hasn't he, in his fucking interviews?
So he wants to kind of rather than work a full-time schedule, he would rather do less is more and have every match be a fucking Kenny Omega match.
Yeah.
What you remember Kenny being.
Yeah.
as opposed to him like just doing like little matches and burning himself out,
Mm.
which makes sense. I think with the way this is being presented, um, it would actually kind of make more sense for Kenny to win it and then obviously just defend it at a pay-per-view every time, maybe on like a special Dynamite, and
Yeah.
also get a card out of that picture and into something else. Mate, for me, a card is kind of like the perfect challenger for the AEW World Title after this match,
Oh, a card of Hangman as well would be so good.
or even a card of Mox because we've never had it.
I'd be okay with that too.
So, like a Carter going into the world title picture for me makes a lot of sense and would be very cool. I think Kenny holding down that and having like really good matches with like up and coming guys, like he made Speedball and Ricochet both feel like bigger deals than they are, or bigger deals than they were going into the match. Um, have him do that with guys like Fletcher,
Brody King.
Takeshita, Brody King.
Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool matches as a spectacle Kenny can do with this platform.
Yeah.
I think it depends also, like, what's the perception of this belt in terms of, I don't know, let's say pecking order, but
Well,
you know,
Kenny,
where does it sit? Is
so
it is it a workhorse championship? Is it
they want it to be kind of like on the same level as the world title, but
Okay.
like more of like a kind of like as I say, more of like a spectacle belt. Like the world title obviously is the world title. This is kind of like it's up there. It's like
they're all your marquee match belts, aren't they? Like
mm,
like that's what
like
this belt is.
yeah,
Look at the
like
lineage and the
so
matches.
if the world championship isn't defended on a particular pay-per-view, then
this would
the
be
unified champion is elevated enough that it
Yeah.
would slot in, sort of thing.
yeah, which is what they did with the international championship when like Orange was holding it,
Right.
where there was a couple of pay-per-views where he main evented holding that belt.
Yeah.
And the world title wasn't defended because MJF had it, and we don't talk about that because it's sad. And they did the same with the TNT title, didn't they? They had Darby and Christian have that really good match for the TNT title when Cope debuted.
That was the main event, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was the main
really
event
good.
as well. So I think the way they try and the TNT title is definitely more like the kind of workhorse belt, I'd say, or that's the perception they want to give it. The international championship was for a long time that as well. Continental title was more like because it was originally for the tournament and then it was like defended like by Eddie once or twice, very kind of sparingly, and then same when Okada won it, and
They
it was
were big deal matches though, weren't
yeah,
they? Like those.
every match Okada defended that belt for like certainly on pay-per-view. He did a few on TV as well, but it was kind of built to be like a prize fight, like a big boxing fight,
Yeah.
almost like that kind of a level. So I think with that in mind, with that being kind of like the way they seem to be portraying that, it would lend it slightly more towards Kenny's schedule.
Yeah, that's why I asked about like
It could
his
even
schedule
be
and
like
how they perceive it. If it's we don't have to have it on TV all the time or every pay-per-view, but it can feasibly fit in as a marquee headline match. Yeah, Kenny makes sense then in that case.
It could also be like in future as well, talking about like the lineage of the belt. It's like, oh, this guy's ready for the title picture, but he's not in the title picture. He can go after that belt as well, which is great.
Yeah. Almost like an interim championship without being an interim championship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, for that then I'd go with Kenny in this one.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be disappointed if whoever wins because it's going to be fantastic. But
it's probably going to be in all of our top 10s for match of the year. I'll be shocked if it isn't. But yeah, I think Kenny makes the most sense, but I could honestly flip a coin.
I'm just telling you to check in with me now after this match, by the way, to make sure I'm still alive. Like,
yeah, I'm sure if this doesn't see it off, something else will. But yeah, have you got Kenny Faye?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's my boy.
Well, in that case, I might go against the grain and go Carter because he's my boy, bitch.
Fuck you,
Mr. Bitches, as Nyla Rose called him.
Bitches.
Mr. Bitches.
I think Kenny, because I think Okada, it's time to put him in the world title picture.
I was about to say, if they don't, then we've got to have like fucking Golden Lovers going after the tag belts when the Bucks win.
I mean, they are starting to tease the Golden Lovers, and Chris Jericho's probably not long back soon. So
Blech. Why would you do that to me? I
you said
fucking hate it.
you said the Golden Lovers.
No, I didn't. I didn't say the fucking Golden Jets.
They're the new Golden
No,
Lovers, Jericho and Kenny.
no, they're not. Why would you do that? Shut up.
Anyway, speaking of
Troy,
love,
kick him out the meeting. Kick him
do it, Troy.
out.
Put him in the waiting room.
Don't do it, Troy. We've got shit to do. So we've got for the women's world title, Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné. Again, I am really struggling to call this one. I think for me, the way I look at it is Mercedes has not lost an AW yet. Does Toni need that win?
For me,
Like,
no.
Is that win going to elevate Toni Storm more than Toni Storm already is?
No.
Which I don't think it does. I think Toni's like comfortably in the argument for not just one of the best women's wrestlers on the planet, but one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah.
And so is Mercedes. Now, Toni has done the absolute fucking Lord's work in that women's division in the last like 18 months to 2 years. Mercedes has elevated so many other belts that she's carrying around with her right now.
Do you think if we put another one on her, she would like Buckaroo and they just go everywhere?
I'm hoping that if they put another one on her, then she just has like the Beast Mortis, like carrying all her stuff around her.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Like a pack mule.
Instead of a
pack
drug
Minotaur.
Instead of drugs mule.
Oh no, not this again.
But yeah, I honestly I'm so torn on this because I can see it going either way. Again, it's one of those matches that I just know it's going to be fucking incredible. Like it's every single like video backstage thing, every in-ring thing they've done, every encounter they've had has felt electric, and it's so rare that you get that with people, let alone like on this card where you've got like 3 matches where you've got it. And I like the promo they did on the Dynamite just gone fuck me. Like the first one they did,
I saw
and
that.
the last one they've just done, like they're just so good together. Like I feel like this. It would make more sense for Mercedes to win and then Toni to chase it after, but then Mercedes losing that can be then the start of a downfall and losing all the belts. So it honestly, I don't know. I just think it's going to be fucking incredible.
Yeah. I think Mercedes retains. I think to your earlier point, like, does Toni Storm winning it like elevate her any more than she already is?
Well, Toni Storm's defending champ.
Oh, I've got it run down here then.
Yeah.
My bad.
She's just Mercedes has just got every other
Mercedes
belt in
just
existence.
has all the other fucking belts, but that's the whole thing. She's doing the belt collector. This is like the crown jewel of her collection sort of thing.
I don't know.
I'm going with Mercedes.
Also, like, I don't think it would hurt for Toni to be away from the title picture more longer than she has been. She lost it to Mariah at what? All in last year, so August. She won it back in February. So she's only really away from the title picture for like 6 months. Only really away from it.
She was chasing it really closely, like all that time as well.
Yeah, and she was only really away from AEW for like 3 months.
Have her and Juice Robinson come back as the most unhinged mixed tag team.
Juicy's cleared. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back in the
gauntlet and just started chewing on people's ankles.
Came back in the gauntlet and just started fucking humping Brody King or something. But yeah, I think the thing with the beauty of Toni is she's probably like one of the best characters in wrestling right now.
Yeah,
like
undoubtedly, yeah.
If she loses that belt, she can go into a compelling storyline with anybody in that division.
Yeah,
elevate them. And then when it comes time that we need to get Toni back in the title picture, we can. I think saving the scalp of like beating Mercedes should be for someone they want to make a star. not for somebody who's already a star.
Yeah, like Athena.
I don't even think Athena needs it.
No, but Athena could
She
take the
doesn't,
TBF.
but what a moment
TBF.
that'd be.
Yeah.
I mean that was the rumored match, wasn't it? For All In was Athena versus Mercedes.
That would have been good.
I see again. I can see it being. That's why I think Stat or Willow are going to win the women's gauntlet, because they're like two people who already have that history with Mercedes
And I've had really good matches with her as well.
and got closest. Like Willow has beaten her previously in outside of AW. Stat got stupidly close in the rematch, to the point where I thought she was actually going to do it at one point.
Yeah.
I
Who beat
think
Mercedes? Did Mercedes win the Owen? She did, didn't she?
she won the Owen, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she lost the IWGP women's title in a triple threat, so she didn't get pinned, crucially. So again, there's still like she's still very, very protected. So I think it's for me, I think it's Mercedes from a logical point of view. Like if I was booking it, it would make more sense for Mercedes to win this, and then it's kind of like a bigger victory for the person who dethrones her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so fucking hard to call.
I think it's Mercedes. I think she's gonna have like a fucking Beyonce level entrance. Like,
Oh God, yeah. I think she's gonna have something Dolly Parton themed, to be honest, because she's been like walking around with their Tony Storm on her fucking on the like heels, the soles of her shoes, hasn't she?
I mean, yeah, but like,
Even all her gear that she's had for like the last couple of weeks, she's like lifted her foot up and she's had a picture of Tony on like the sole of her shoe,
yeah.
saying that she's walking around on her the whole time. So it's got to be something to do with these boots are made for walking. One of them.
That's not Dolly Parton, though, is it?
Is it not?
It's Nancy Sinatra, isn't it?
I don't fucking know. It's
Oh,
all
is
the
it?
same.
Yeah,
It's fucking white people, mate. I don't know.
I think I just think it's all she's just gonna come out with like some form of like Beyonce, you know, like what she had at the
How much would you fume if she came out to Pink Pony Club?
I would fucking kill someone. Like that would make me so mad because there's only two people
manifesting it now.
Don't do that. The only people who
Sad
can have
Brody
that
King
are
noises.
Hangman, Brody King, or Willow.
Yeah. So are we all on the Mercedes, the Monet train?
The Monet train.
Sure.
Troy's like, whatever. I'm not happy about it.
Not happy about it, but yeah, right.
Either way, it's going to be a fucking amazing match.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be so good.
It's again like there's so many matches on this card that could steal the show, and yeah, I'm stupidly excited for this pay-per-view. And finally, probably the match I am most excited about, because I didn't think I could be more excited for anything than Okada and Omega 5 until they added Texas Death to this, and I got
God,
stupidly excited. John Moxley versus Adam Page for the world title in a Texas Death match. It's got to be Hanger, right?
Yeah.
Why?
It has to be Hanger, because if I'm at Nats and Mox wins, she's gonna kill me. She'll blame me.
That for a start. Mainly because I think since Mox won the belt off Brian, which was Wrestle Dream, is Wrestle Dream, right?
Full Gear?
No,
it was Wrestle Dream, wasn't it?
Full Gear was when they did the first tease of Hangman and Mox, where they had that stare down. Like it's always felt like this is the natural kind of endpoint for this storyline.
Yeah,
they're building it to the biggest show of the year, to where they've got the biggest house, like biggest crowd they're gonna get in America ever. What better way than to crown like a babyface champion when Mox has had like a stranglehold on the belt? Hangman,
and especially as ironically enough, Hangman strangled Mox in the last one.
Yeah,
and that was the start of Hangman, the true start of Hangman's descent.
Yeah, I mean the whole like feud that Hangman had with Mox was like when Hangman started like going down the road of madness. He's been on
his cop arc.
No. It was just before like the swerve thing.
Okay.
I could go into this for hours. I really could.
Basically, he he got knocked out by Mox in a world title match. That was legitimate. They turned it into a storyline because he missed about 2 or 3 months of time
Yeah.
off with a concussion. Came back, was basically just angry at Mox because he'd missed like 2 months and he was out the title picture and he was like back of the queue sort of thing. Mox had since lost the belt. Um, I believe. Then Hangman, yeah, he did. He lost to MJF, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Sadly. Then Hangman and Mox had the Texas Death Match because they were just like trying to kill each other.
Mox tapped for
Um,
the first time ever.
yeah,
Ever, ever, ever.
Hangman won by choking Mox out with a chain,
Which
which
definitely is definitely the same chain that
oh
the Swerve Strickland
no,
wears around his neck.
100%, it's the same chain that choked Hangman out with.
Yeah.
In their Texas Death Match. But that was like basically Hangman having like a conscience for hurting Mox was what kind of like led to his descent.
Right.
Because he kept
Um,
asking Renee in Renee's interviews, "How's John? Is he okay?" And then
yeah,
he was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill him." It was
yeah,
so weird. It was great. And
yeah.
Mox gave that amazing promo, which
He
he
did.
mirrored very recently, where he's
Hmm.
sitting on the stairs. Oh, it's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Sorry.
So then obviously Hangman goes through the whole like being like consumed with this whole feud with Swerve. Realizes after like he burns his house down and tried to kill him in the cage match that he'd gone too far, and everyone started cheering him after that, which kind of like give him this bit of a redemption arc where
The
he
white hat
started,
cowboy.
yeah, he started trying to kind of embrace the fact that he wanted to hurt people more, and then he got into a feud with MJF, and that kind of made him realize, oh, actually, no, I don't want to become him, which is where the whole MJF Hangman thing, like theory for
Mm.
me, comes in. Um, and then obviously Hangman, like basically MJF's trying to like get his way back into the title picture, like by any
Without
shortcut
having to
necessary.
do anything.
But having
Yeah,
to really lift a finger.
yeah, he's trying to cut corners. Whereas Hangman said, "I'm going to do it the right way, just to
Mm.
prove a point. I'm going to win the Owen Hart tournament. I'm going to win the belt at All In." And he's done all that. And then when he won the Owen, he kind of like it felt like the old Hangman. And then he's been on this kind of like crusade against Mox now for the
Yeah.
last like 6 weeks,
It's
where
so good.
Death Riders are just trying to like break his
Yeah.
spirit and kill him. And he's just like, "Oh no, I'm going to fucking murder you, mate." um,
Ah.
then he
And then he
basically
murdered Marina.
yeah, and then the end of Dynamite this week, which I'm sure Faye's about to be really fine about. Mox got the chain and brought it into the ring. And the Young Bucks were about to put plastic bag over Hangman's head, like they did, like Death Riders did to Danielson. Um, and then and then Mox brought the chain in the ring. Hangman got hold of it. Mox basically like saw it and looked like he'd seen a ghost, and then Hangman was just celebrating with it round his neck.
Ha!
Um,
Nice.
so I think this is like the natural endpoint for Mox's title reign anyway. I think it always would have been.
I've been saying this for forever.
I think I'm not too sure if they kind of took a sidestep from what the original plan was, because I do think it would have probably have meant to have been Darby Allin.
Had he not
Before that
decided
was
to
Eddie
climb Everest?
Kingston.
Yeah, well, just because obviously there was the whole Mox taking the title shot off him like he won, and it was like, well, that kind of feels like that's his redemption arc.
Yeah.
Instead, we've had this kind of almost natural redemption arc with Hangman, where they've been kind of like passing ships in the night throughout the story until Hangman's had to get involved, and he's kind of like not wanting to get involved until he's had to, and now he has, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
I
It's
think
so good.
I think All In, like we always kind of like compare All In and All Out as like night and day, whereas like All In's like the sort of like feel good moment that ends the pay-per-view. Like last year we had Brian, the year before we had like MJF and Cole. This year it makes sense to have a Cowboy win in Texas.
Yeah.
And then All Out was probably when MJF's going to win and ruin it for everyone.
Not that soon.
Um,
No.
what else is going to happen? There's something
I
bad's going to
don't.
happen.
I don't know. I just don't want
La-
that to happen.
Last year, Hangman literally murdered a man after burning
I
his house
don't
down.
want that.
But yeah, I think Hangman it makes the most sense in the world. This is like the easiest W for AEW. Just fucking book Hangman to win at this point,
You've got to. You've
and
got
it's like
to.
good feel good ending to the fucking biggest show of the year.
Fair. You've sold me. I'm going for Mox. No, I'm not. I'll go for Adam Page.
I think Hangman's gonna kill that man with a chain.
The only reason that Mox would win is if Eddie Kingston wins the gauntlet. That's the only way.
I don't know. I think there's a compelling story to tell with Eddie and Hangman.
Oh no, I'm not saying that there isn't, but I'm saying like if Eddie wins, it's fucking like I could just see.
I think it's more likely that Eddie's Mox's next feud after Mox loses the belt.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
Because Eddie and Bryan had that respect.
And Mox just fucking murdered them.
And then Mox put a plastic bag over his head and tried to kill him. And Eddie was at home with a broken leg and couldn't do anything about it. So for a fact he's gonna have fucking thoughts about that.
And Utah and everything.
Oh yeah, Utah's already dead. They might as well just bring a body bag to the ring with him the next time he sees Eddie Kingston.
You just bring a small dog and a handbag. It's fine.
He's gonna get backfisted so hard that he fucking thinks he's in the best friends again. But so are you going Mox Faye?
No.
Okay, cool. So Hangman Mox.
Stop it! No, because you'll edit this that I've said Mox.
Troy's editing it.
And then I'm editing it. Don't worry, it's fine.
And then that's going to kill me.
When Troy gets 50 quid into his bank in a minute, he will absolutely do that. But yeah, so that's all in. I'm trying to think what we usually do surprise returns, but we kind of covered that in like the gauntlet, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, I guess what match are you guys looking forward to the most out of what we've kind of talked through?
Yes.
Death.
Yeah, all of them.
Yes.
Y'all in.
Y'all in.
Have you seen Hangman's shirt, by the way, the y'all in shirt?
I have.
It's so good. It's really nice.
It is very nice. Hangman's had some absolutely top
I want
quality.
the flowers is plants shirt.
Leaves is plants.
Leaves is plants. It says so on my bracelet. Leaves
Also,
is plants.
Also, Hangman bringing back Dunmas. Love that shit.
It's so good.
Looking forward to most. Either Okada and Omega, because why wouldn't you? It's more than likely going to be in everyone's match of the year. But also probably the men's casino gauntlet, just because whilst it might feel like MJF is the lock to win it, the unpredictability, I think, of who's coming back. There's a lot of surprises potentially there, and I think it would just be an exciting watch, regardless of who wins it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think as well with the men's casino gauntlet in particular, like there is the whole storyline that MJF's pissed off a lot of people getting into that match. So
they could just all fucking beat him up.
Yeah, even though it feels like he's the most likely person to win that match, there's also the other side, the flip side of it, where it's like, well, he's fucked off Mark Briscoe, he's fucked off Mystico. They're going to be trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Imagine if MVP just like fucking goes in it and screws MJF and gives the contract to like Bobby Lashley or Shelton Benjamin.
I don't think they'll do something like that, considering they did it last year with Father, where like
oh shit, they did.
Luchasaurus come out and then Father came out and
hated that,
and we all fucking won and rejoiced.
Did we?
I did.
Sure,
I did. It was like we had 2 Father's Days that year. It was great.
You can stop talking now.
What are you looking forward to the most, Faye?
Everything. My boys. All my boys. I mean, so many of them.
You've got so many boys across so many matches.
I know.
Speaking of boys, actually,
Dalton Castle over here.
I was gonna say I'd like Dalton Castle in the casino gauntlet. That would make me happy.
Good. Have him doing the campus entrance in Texas. It would be so good.
I want him coming out like in a flying saucer, like he did in his return vignette.
Either that or with so many fucking actual live peacocks. He just releases them all onto the stadium.
I want him recreating 2001 A Space Odyssey with the fucking monkeys at the start, but with boys and a spaceship.
Many boys.
I want him to come out rambling about going to a farmer's market and like just arranged.
He just has cheese with RJ City. It'll be great.
Just all of that nonsense. Poor
Yeah.
Walter Hauser there as a boy with no explanation like last time.
Eddie Kingston there as a boy with his leg cast.
Tanahashi was a boy, so we
He
could have
was a
Tanahashi
boy.
as a boy.
Tanahashi was a boy. Have Tanahashi be a boy, and then it just be the longest boy entrance ever because he can't fucking walk.
I'd like it. I'd like it if Kota Ibushi was disguised as a boy and then entered the match, and then probably took some grotty ass bump on his neck, and everyone's like, "Fucking hell, Kota, stop it!"
Yeah. Start giving unsolicited doctor's advice.
So, if you had to pick one, Faye, what would it be?
It's got to be Mox and Hangman. It's got to be.
Okay. Well, just to be contrarian, then I'll say Tony and Mercedes. Although, as I say, like the 3 main event matches there, I'm obscenely excited about all 3 of them, and they've been built beautifully, all of them.
So good.
Yeah. Also, I do just really hope Kyle Fletcher wins the belt, the TNT title.
I'd be mad as like the niceness out of Adam Cole. That will make me
very happy. But yeah, it's going to be a really good show. I'm really fucking excited for this.
And it's an 8 p.m. start time.
And it's an 8 p.m. start time. The pre-show starts at 6, so I can watch it while I'm making all of my pork, my delicious, delicious pork.
See, you can't say that because we'll just turn up at your house and eat your pork and leave.
I will not be watching it in my house. I will be watching it in an unnamed location that you guys do not know about.
That Nat can't drag you from like last time.
I will be watching it in my private bunker somewhere.
Yeah, of course, your pork bunker.
Don't like that. No, not fan of that. No.
Edit that bit out too.
That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing said on this podcast when Faye said she was looking forward to the Golden Lovers of Jericho and Omega coming back.
Oh God!
I hate you so much.
Anyway,
so much.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Can't wait. Let us know who you think's going to win, what matches you're looking forward to. Also, big shout out to our friends at the Liverpool Games Fair. Their event is on 18th of July. I was trying to do maths then for some reason. Is it the 18th? No, it's the 19th because it's on the 12th. All in. It's the week after All In. Saturday after All In. We're all going to be there, probably playing.
We're all going to be there.
Come say hello. We'll include the link in the description.
Yeah, we will.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.